Think Jarvis out of Iron Man. That's what you wake up in the morning. It's like, this is what you've got.
Perfect transition, I think, then, Andrew, from what Chris was saying, is like the data part of this, right? Because your agents are able to do what you're going to walk through now because you have this data warehouse where you're collecting everything, right?
So we keep our data in this very secure data warehouse on Google BigQuery. And what we do is we import the data on a daily and sometimes hourly basis, depending on the connector. But what we then bring that information in is that we have a central store of everything that you need to know about a certain brand. That'll be whether it be data, like quantitative data, where it's literally all the numbers and everything else, or the qualitative data on like, is this happening or when's that happening? What's the plan and everything else? And every morning we get a performance anomaly detector. That's agent one. And what it does is it catches any ROAS or CPA problems that are happening across all the agents. And it'll DM either me or it'll DM the account manager that's working on it saying, there's a problem here. Take a look. So when they open their phone or open their laptop in the morning, that's the first thing they see. Have a look at this. And we've refined that over time because sometimes the CPA goal might not be clear over what period. So we started to refine it where it gives it a 3, 7, and 14-day view to see if those anomalies are working.
And these agents, are these Claude managed agents or are these open clause, or what kind of tech is in the background here?
So these are Claude routines that are running in the background. And the idea then is that this is agents that run off the back of this, but we have a self-improving agent that actually goes back through any feedback that our team give. So if we're missing, for example, ROAS, or the daily update we'll talk about in a second is slightly incorrect, that will be corrected in Slack. And then the agent will go back through Slack and read all of that and self-correct. And then you've got your morning briefing agent, which is what we call agent 00, because the idea here is that this starts to gather all of the information in one. So how the performance is going, where you are in terms of your budget, spend, and how your CPA is going. It starts to come together. Think Jarvis out of Iron Man. That's what you wake up in the morning. It's like, this is what you've got. So then we obviously have a daily report. So we've got a detailed performance report. Then in terms of underneath it, it goes, okay, so this is how your CTR is going. This is how many add to carts you've got. This is what your conversion rate is, and so on per product. If you want to call out something in the previous day that you want to keep an eye on, it will then call those out in those daily reports. We then obviously have our meta ads operator, which is connected directly to Facebook's MCP. So it verifies everything that comes in through our connector into the back end of BigQuery, but it verifies it through Meta. So we've trained this agent on our SOPs in terms of ad buying, and then it goes and makes suggestions and gives you the option to thumbs up or thumbs down in terms of making those changes. So those changes, again, it's required there's a human in the loop, because we're responsible. Regardless if we put an agent running it or not, we're still responsible.